Hello, and welcome to Shitfaced Shitfics, where we get shit-faced and we read shit-fakes. Assuming you can hear us now. Yeah, we gonna do it? Okay. For those who've never seen us do this before, and this will be on YouTube afterwards, so welcome for those who haven't seen us before. What we do is that we get a selection of really shitty fics. Sometimes they're shitty because they're poorly written, sometimes they're shitty because they're just really horrifying, and sometimes they're shitty literally. And we read them. Oh, was that echo? Milk, I have echo coming from you, I think. Hey, it's an echo. Yes, it is. That's fine though, no worries. Anyway, so what we're gonna read some stuff and we go and drink, and the people reading today are Enigmatic Otaku.
Welcome to Shitfaced Shitfics.
What the fuck? And Ravage.
What?
Yeah, we're gonna start you out with a story called Big Mac's Big Dilemma. And it's going to be narrated by Rev. Oh, we're starting good. It's going to be narrated by Rev. It's going to, Big Mac is going to be played by Enigma. And I'm going to play Granny Smith. And this is a mature story. There is going to be sex in it. So just be ready.
I can't help but feel like I was typecasted. You're making the apple farmer?
No, I mean, am I the old woman? Is that what I'm fucking saying, you bitch?
I mean, my people pick apples, but we pick other fruits as well.
This is very fair. But so what we're going to do is we're going to launch into this, and every time one of us has to like stop to collect our shit, just drink. Or you just drink the whole time. That's always fun too. And yeah, so does everyone have a link to the story, or do I have to yell at you?
No, I've got.
I got everything up already.
Oh, you guys are awesome. Rav, are you willing to read the description of the story and the author's note before we begin? And then we can launch into it. I'm ready. I've got my voice ready.
All right. So, Big Mac's Big Dilemma by Sonic_Rainbow Dash 2005. Granny Smith always knew Big Mac would grow into a handsome young stallion. She'd been watching him ever since he was a colt, but even now he was more striking than she ever imagined he would be. Granny Smith had to suppress her desires to eat up the young apple when he was growing up, but now he was old enough to make his own decisions. However, Granny Smith knew she couldn't have him even now when he was closer than ever, and that was fine. She only needed one night.
What the fuck?
Yep, that's what it begins. Guys, start drinking.
Oh my god.
Should the viewers take a drink every time they're distressed?
Every time, they could just drink the whole time if they want, but every time we lose shit. So, here we go. Rev, start reading.
Granny Smith watched Big Mac's plump red ass bounce up and down as he lifted his powerful hind legs, giving the apple tree a massive buck. His powerful muscles ripped through his skin. Oops.
Holy shit, this got dark in a hurry. Anyway.
God damn it, I can't even fucking read today. Alright. His powerful muscles rippled under his skin, and the old mare had to tear her gaze away before any pony else noticed her watching so intently. Granny had kept her love for Big Mac a secret for many, many years, and it was days like this when Applejack was with her friends on some adventure, and Apple Bloom was out with her friends, leaving just her and Big Mac in the field alone. That felt like a perfect opportunity to confess. But Granny Smith was no fool. She knew better. Big Mac loved her as family, but he would never see her as a lover, a mate. That's how it had been for years, and that's how it was always going to be. The old mare had made up her mind years ago. She would not make...
Hold on, pause. Hey, Milk, I think you've got the wrong story up, honey. The Big Mac one?
Oops. Remember,
Okay.
folks, podcasting is easy.
Please continue.
Where did I leave off? The old mare had made up her mind years ago she would she would not make a bid for Big Mac's affections. But despite her conviction, she could barely control herself when she saw that big old horse penis swinging around when the stallion walked. The way his back swayed in the wind.
I like they said back.
Ballsack, god damn it. Fuck me. Alright. And his deep green eyes. Granny Smith closed her legs as she felt the fur between them begin to grow wet and sticky. She was old, but her gears still churned as strong as any mare out there. There was a stirring in her loins, a deep arousal that threatened to take over if left unchecked.
No, oh yeah, I guess it's me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is it actually?
It is. It's a thought.
Oh, because it's a thought. I guess I'll do the thoughts. Yeah. I may never be Big Mac's lover, but I done diddly think I can let him go if we do it just once.
And so Granny's mind was made.
I gotta change that voice. Hold on.
Hmm?
I'll change up that voice a little bit. Big Mac, I don't suppose you know why I called you out here tonight,
said Granny Smith, discreetly putting a hoof up her ass. They were sitting across from each other in the apple orchard at the back of the farm, away from prying eyes. Big Mac looked up at the sky, giving his head a scratch.
Nope.
He replied simply. Granny Smith giggled to herself.
He never was much of a talker, but I wonder if I can make him a screamer just for tonight.
What the fuck?
Damn it.
Big Mac, I've got something mighty important to talk to you about.
She took a deep breath, slightly out of reluctance, but more from arousal upon seeing Big Mac's donkey dick hanging out so blatantly.
I've been holding it in my whole life, and I can't handle it a darn second longer.
Drink.
Yeah.
She said in a strained voice.
Please, let me ride that big old cock of yours for just one night, and we can forget about it all in the morning.
Fuck.
Big Mac stumbled backwards.
Did that purple unicorn cast another spell on me? Why am I hearing things?
I love how you're Hank Hill.
I sell apples and apple accessories.
Please continue.
Nope.
He tried, convinced that he was being influenced by some pony. He stepped back again as Granny Smith approached boldly, though she kept her hooves off him.
Big Mac, please, stick your apple meat. Fuck, I'm sorry. Stick your apple meat sausage into my haystack, just this once.
Whoa! Granny, y'all know I can't be doing that. I already fucked that. What the fuck? Applejack. She was mighty loose. And Apple Bloom nearly crushed my poor little Willie last time. I ain't doing any of the Apple family anymore.
I hear echo. Like really bad.
I don't. It's fine.
I
Did you mute the other stream for yourself?
I did. Mine's muted. I can hear it through one of your speakers.
I can't hear anything, so it might be mine. Can anyone else hear echo?
I was speaking, so I don't know if I was echoing.
Well, don't worry about it. Just keep on going.
Okay.
The big farm pony.
Yeah, no, I can still hear something.
Not sure what you're hearing. Sorry. Could you?
Crap. All right, I will try really hard. The big farm pony crossed his hooves across his chest, conveniently leaving his rapidly growing penis an easy target.
I think you's gonna be in for a surprise,
croaked Granny Smith as she pounced on the larger pony. His member was already dripping with arousal, and he moaned as she ran a flat hoof over the tip.
Oh my god, that's an amazing part to come in.
Flam, hush. Flam, hush. Let us get through this story. You'll be in on the next one, okay?
Yes.
Granny, no, this ain't right. I tell you what.
Shouted Big Mac, though he had stopped resisting her advances a while ago.
Oh, fuck, Granny.
Granny Smith had put his dick in her mouth and started sucking gently. She flashed him a crooked smile and went back to work, swirling her tongue over the head.
Granny, no, I'm coming.
God damn it. This is like the most horrible visual I have in my head.
It's gonna get worse.
Screamed Big Mac as he exploded in his grandmother's mouth, his body spasming as his orgasm shook him. Granny Smith expertly caught every drop, swallowing it all without hesitation.
Fuck.
Big Mac breathed heavily as he tried to sit up, but to his surprise, Granny Smith kept his legs pinned and his red cock out. His eyes widened as his grandmother slowly mounted him with a lustful smile on her face.
I ain't done with you yet, Big Mac.
Wait, Granny, I'm still sensitive. Give me a second to. Oh, fuck.
Big Mac was overwhelmed with the pleasure as he felt Granny Smith's vagina taking in his member. She was much tighter than Applejack, but not as tight as Apple Bloom, and it was infinitely better than doing it himself with his hooves. Big Mac whimpered as the mare started riding him from the top, his sensitive cock standing erect once more. The two ponies both grunted and gasped as they thrusted against each other. Big Mac grabbed Granny's hips and slammed her up and down on his swollen red penis, with no other thought on his mind than to reach the climax he felt approaching.
Get ready for a rodeo, Mac. I've been riding for my whole life.
Drawled Granny Smith, her wetness creating a lewd squelching sound every time she took Big Mac's member.
Ah, fuck, that's good. I'm close, Mac.
Oh, God. Granny Smith was panting like like she just bucked a whole farm by herself. Her hooves curled in the air at the pleasure she was experiencing.
Oh, big fucking Mac. I think I'm coming.
Me too, Granny. Whoa!
Both farm ponies climaxed in unison, Big Mac shooting his hot wet load into his grandmother's perfect spasming pussy. Granny Smith slowed her pace, but kept riding for a few moments longer until their orgasms subsided. Big Mac moaned involuntarily as Granny Smith finally lifted herself off semen-covered penis. He just lay on his side, completely exhausted from this surprise encounter. A gentle hoof stroked his mane.
Thank you very kindly, Big Mac,
said Granny Smith, putting her clothes back on. The entire room was sticky and smelled of sex, and Big Mac knew he'd had to clean up before Applejack saw the scene.
It was my pleasure, Granny,
replied the stallion, with his eyes closed. And then a voice was close in his ear.
I think I changed my mind, Big Mac,
whispered Granny Smith. She leaned over and planted a hot, wet kiss on his lips, which he returned eagerly. When they finally pulled apart, Big Mac found himself staring in Granny's deep yellow eyes, filled with nothing but love and lust for him. His cock twitched twice, but he didn't think he could get it up again so soon. The stallion was silent for a moment, taking a deep breath to gather himself.
I'm in love with you too, Granny. If you're okay with a pony who don't talk much like me, I'd spend my whole life with you, all of 5 minutes.
The old pony's eyes lit up in delight.
Oh, Mac, that makes me so happy to hear,
she said, putting her cum-covered hooves around his back.
Yup, I'll tell Sugar Bell tomorrow.
Oh, God. Author's note. Hi, everypony. Sorry I haven't been very active recently. I have been very busy in school and almost failed social studies. Frowny face. But I got a 92 in math. Smiley face.
There you go. There you go.
If this is what this person wrote, there's a reason they're failing social studies.
So, I've got to ask, how's my Granny Smith voice?
It's pretty good.
Is it distressing for you, Enigma?
Very, I cringed.
Good, I did good then. I was trying to get the cringe going. So, what do we think of that story, everyone?
I was not ready for that.
So Big Mac is boinking his entire family tree?
I mean, yeah.
What do you mean
Obviously.
tree? There are no branches. It's just a pole.
My
They're
God.
just trying to get their own King Charles II going on.
Jesus Christ. Oh, well, you know what they always say.
All in the family.
With age comes experience, and with experience comes.
With
And
experience
with cum
comes
the dark
CUM.
side.
You guys took all to get that, but that's fine.